kind of far away.
Ain't nothing push me to my brakes. I don't want to your ceiling shaking. My hands are right around your wasted love. Hello, 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 wasted love, wasted love. In the middle of us, these things won't ever please you. I'm desperate as fuck. See, I don't wanna start clean just to get left in the dust. Pour me, pour my enemy fantasies. I don't know if you like the way I dress feminine. I could get to know ya. Stay on my way. Can't nothing push me to my brakes. I don't want to stop your ceiling shaking. My hands are right around your waist. Still love, waist still love, waist still love. Hello, 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 hello,
What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. It's Wadi here, and today I'm just going to show you the settings that I've been using. So back around 4 months ago, I switched from my ALC settings to 4:3 linear, but I switch back and forth honestly all the time from my ALC settings, but I'll show you my ALC settings real quick. So we are on 4:3 linear with no dead zone. That's why I've got some stick drift. But then right now I'm on 2 response curve, 260, 200 for yawn pitch, and then 143 and 113. Both of my other ALC settings are also really good, especially if you just move the dead zone up. So I recommend both of those. And then I've got no per optics on this, but I do have per optics. So these are my per optics on this as well, just in case you were wondering. Now the reason that I switched to 4:3 linear is literally because there's more aim assist, in my opinion. So I just felt like I was missing out on more aim assist, and I just was like, why not just get more aim assist on 4:3 linear? Now the downside, in my opinion, was I lost a lot of precision mid to long range. If you go back and look at my other ALC settings videos, I was able to beam people from, let's say, what is this, at least 40 meters really well with the R9 and the Volt, and I can still do it relatively well, but I think that I lost like a lot of my ability to beam long range. But my close range fights, I'm like 20 times more confident that I'm just gonna one clip someone. So I just decided to take consistency over the aesthetic of the ALC settings, but you never know, I might just go back to those and start farming some clips again. Now let me go into some very simple aiming tips. First little thing, I don't know if you know this, but if you get too close to an enemy, you're gonna get 0 aim assist. It's going to be right around like a meter away. So now I've got aim assist. So just so you know, if you barrel stuff someone and you just go like this, that's why. So just always keep your engagement just a little further. Try not to get too close or else you're going to lose aim assist. Next one is how I tend to warm up. So first thing I do, I come down here, I grab a Volt, I grab an R9, and then I grab just a gold mag and a purple stock. And then I personally think that you want to work on your recoil control more than tracking in the range, and then you track in game, because I don't think that these bots provide realistic movement from the enemy, to be honest. But you can work on your tracking with these, but I just like working on recoil control exclusively in the range. When it comes to shooting bots, I basically just run around and shoot at different ranges. Next simple aiming tip, and this is for all FPS shooters, all shooters, is you just want to work on your crosshair placement. If I'm coming across a corner and I know someone's here, why would I be walking like this? Right? I'm just gonna walk with my, say this is a wall, I'm just gonna walk with my crosshair where I think an enemy is gonna be, and so you can basically not get caught off guard. And then also, if someone's pushing you, my crosshair placement's not gonna be up here, it's not gonna be like right here. I'm gonna be waiting right here for where the enemy is gonna be. So just be conscious of your crosshair placement and try to predict where your enemy is going to go. And that goes along with another theory, which is really hard to explain, but all you're going to do is you're going to go into a TDM or a control and work on predicting the enemy's strafe. And the more that you try and learn how people strafe, the easier it's going to be to actually like predict their strafe. The best person at predicting strafes that I know of is Soar Hollow. You should look at some of his videos. He knows how to predict strafes perfectly, and that's just from a lot of hours of practice. So the more that you practice, the better you're going to be at it. The next tip is just a personal tip, a kind of like a personal preference as well. When I aim, you'll see I don't like going like this. I just like a solid strafe, maybe a crouch in between. But for me, when I crouch everywhere, especially like let's say I'm gonna play play Pathfinder.
Here I come, back from the sky.
Watch how much my crouch. So I'm aiming at the head. When I crouch, I'm not gonna move my crosshair at all. I'm literally aiming below, at the knees. So I just personally think that throwing in a crouch here and there makes your aim sharper, and also it allows you to track the enemy better. Someone who's really good at this as well is if you look up Niru7, I think that's his name, he's a Japanese player, but you'll see that he does very little movements to strafe like this, and he'll basically jump a little bit, but hardly ever you're gonna see him doing like this. And that's just because he wants the enemy in his sights so he can track them cleanly. The next tip, and I think this is going to be the final tip, is basically recoil smoothing. And I talked about this in my movement guide, but basically if you're going to be strafing, especially with an SMG, when someone is strafing to the, let's just say they're strafing to my right, I'm going to be moving to the left and moving my crosshair to the right. And basically it's going to smooth out the aim so it'll have no recoil. But if you're interested on recoil smoothing, you should look up a video, and someone will probably explain it 10 times better than I do. Anyway guys, that's gonna be it for my settings. I hope you guys did like the montage, and thanks for everyone new around here. Please leave a like if you liked the video, and subscribe if you are considering subscribing. Anyway guys, I will catch you guys in the next one.